Start off with some introductions. First of all, welcome to Panda Gasms, everybody.
Hey.
I am your lovely hostess, the Hyper Panda. Hey. And we have my lovely co-host, Big Cat.
Yeah. Okay. Name the face. Okay. Name the face.
And then we have a returning guest, the homie. Woo!
Hey.
And the homie, welcome back. You missed us, didn't you?
I did.
I know, because who wouldn't?
Just thinking of some hot topics.
Yes. And we're about to bust somebody's cherry, Mr. Dvon.
I know. Hello.
Is that the name we're going with?
So yeah. So Dvon is my cousin. I know the last name my cousins too. So what people have to understand is my grandfather had 11 kids.
Uh-huh.
So you got too many cousins? Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
I have a lot of cousins. So that's that.
I hope you know them all. So you don't end up dating
and
them.
So that's why, because the Honduran community is very small wherever it is. So we always go by names. So he's a Zelaya. I'm an Allen. We have Allen, Zelaya, Brooks, Stewart with a D. Because there's Stewart with the T. So we always go by the last name. So if we ever hear someone be like, "Oh, I'm from Honduras," it's like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And that's how we figure out if we're related or not. Because somewhere down the line, there was some kissing cousins. And see, in 2024, we try to do better. When you know better, you do better. So that's how we determine.
Yes.
When you meet somebody from Honduras, we're like, "What's your last name?" And we go, yeah.
Well, welcome, cousin.
Welcome.
Thank you, Big Cat. Thank you, Panda. Thank you.
I hate that whole cherry thing. It's like when someone says the word moist. Can we not say that word?
Oh, is that an ick word for you?
I love moist.
Is that an ick word for you?
I think it is.
I think yeah.
Goosebumps. So moist to you is heights for me.
Is what for you?
Heights.
Heights. You don't like heights?
Remember, you tried to kill me that time in Miami over the bridge.
Yeah, you'll be fine. It was fine.
You guys, anyway, we're not going to talk about that today. That's not.
There's some PTSD in this friendship. Okay, I like that.
There is.
I like that.
We respect each other's PTSD to an extent.
Okay.
Play double dutch with it because she likes to take me over bridges that have water underneath, high bridges, but whatever.
Okay.
So, our first topic is having some energy. So recently, backstory real quick. My cousin and I, we did reconnect in our adult years because the last time we hung out was about 7 or 8 years ago at your mom's house when you used to live in Connecticut, and then you bounced around the world in 500 days. So now you're back in Connecticut, you come to Boston, we reconnect, and we're chopping it up. And he's like, "You know what, Pri?" Which means cousin. He's like, "I wish I could put all your energy in a bottle and just spray it on people." And I'm like, no.
I told you, I just need to take it original. I need a little bit of the extra. I just need a little bit of extra you don't need, and I'm good, bro.
You don't want it. And so that's where one of the topics came from. Usually the thing that people love you the most for is usually the thing they're like, "Oh, God, I can't stand that."
You had your moment earlier today.
Yeah, and that's one of the topics for today because I know my hyperness. People love it in the beginning, but they're like, "Can you turn it off?" And I'm like, "I can't. I don't know how to." Like, I be sitting still and I'm like, I feel ants crawling inside of me. I need to move. And people are like, "You don't sit still, do you?" Nope, I don't. I'm like this all day. And the only time that I wind down is when the sun goes down. But if there's music playing, I'm kind of like Weekend at Bernie's. Just like,
I know.
Don't let me. It's a wrap. So, you guys got to give us the energy because y'all are dead.
For me,
I don't want to interrupt you.
For me, it's my goofiness. I can't turn that off. It's like I don't know how to turn off cracking jokes and
but
saying
I love
something
that about you.
But even at work, I be like, listen, wait, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
And then I end up cracking a joke, or I say something in a way that everybody starts laughing, and then somebody sends me a side message, I love you, and I'm like, oh God, I did it again. But it's like I can't help it. I'm gonna say.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Do you still crack jokes in inappropriate situations? Like, are you still goofy at funerals and stuff like that?
I am.
100%.
We're not talking about you, man. We're talking to Big Cat, okay?
I apologize.
No, I'm not goofy at funerals. Usually, no. See, I guess that might be like the only caveat because unless somebody makes me laugh, like if I look at her, I can't be with her dumbass. But if I was somewhere else with somebody else, maybe.
Have you ever laughed at a funeral?
Huh?
Have you ever laughed at a funeral?
Yes. Oh my goodness. We was cracking up in stitches last year around this time.
Tisk. We family. We family. That's horrible.
Peace, Richie. We love you from here to the core. But there was one of my other cousins, Carmen. She's crazy. There's two Carmens in the crew, but this is the Honduranian Carmen. And she made an amazing joke that evening with one of our friends, and the whole section where we was at started laughing. We're trying to retain it because again, this is a funeral. And let me tell you, even at my dad's funeral, something was going on between my kids and their cousin, my nephew, and they're over there cracking up. My father's being lowered into the ground, and they're over there having a whole comedian thing going on.
Family.
Over my glasses, like.
Well, you want to know something about funerals? I think the interesting and unique thing about funerals is that everybody's grieving, and there's no guidelines. There's no rule book on how to grieve. And me personally, I have to laugh through it.
You got it.
Jokes. So come correct. You better have your ankles lotioned because if you got
if
there's a heel out and I see cracks on the heel, I'm at you. And the funny thing is, I learned this playing sports. I had a coach one time. He used to tell me all the time, know your personnel, know who you should be passing the ball to, know who doesn't need the ball outside the 3-point line, right? I know who to crack these jokes with and or around.
That part. You gotta know who got dark.
I got a cousin crew. I got a sibling crew. I got a couple uncles I could, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because we ready for all the jokes, boy.
Right. So I feel like as long as you know where your space, as long as you're in a safe space, I feel like let your natural energy be.
So, homie, is goofiness your thing too? Is that the thing people like about you until they don't like it?
I would say goofiness is definitely my thing. I don't think I've bumped into a person who doesn't appreciate it, but I think that's because I'm really good at self-regulating. I'm not around people doing extra shit that ain't already hip. You know what I'm saying? And so to your point earlier, when you guys were talking about cracking jokes at work and maybe some of your colleagues being uncomfortable, I feel like
not being uncomfortable. It's not the uncomfortable. It's because I'ma always say what needs to be said, but like in that funny, slick way. Okay. And so the ones who know, they're always like LC, and I'm like, I didn't mean to, but I said it. But like
everybody was already thinking it. I just helped the situation.
Yeah. I think for people who have energies like the ones that we're talking about, I don't think that the onus is on them to regulate. I think it's on everybody else to make sure that they're utilizing those people the right way, putting those people in the right situations. I got a homie who just said, my dad is a person whose energy is big. You can't miss it. And he says absolutely whatever he feels, whatever's coming to his brain. I know where I can bring him and I know where I can't. I know when he got to stay home. You can't bring everybody with you. And I think in maybe professional spaces, I think you have to have 1, 2, 3 colleagues around you who knows, hey, let's tag her in via email. She don't, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she don't need to be in the conference room with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. But I don't necessarily think it's on you to change, because I feel like when people have really good energy that you love, I don't think you want to stifle that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you've ever been around a person with big
Looking
energy,
at you, Panda. Looking
yeah,
at you, Panda.
you don't want to stifle that, because when they start to change, it's different, and
I'm
you
a.
start to feel sad for people who
Mm, excuse me.
you can just tell when somebody's not themselves, and that's actually kind of heartbreaking. So I would much rather you be exactly who you are all the time. Let me adjust and let me figure out when I can use you, when I can't, things like that. But I'm big on energy too. But I definitely have a colleague like this.
When I was going through my cry, like extra cry, like you just look at me wrong and I was crying phase, my boss was like, I missed the you. And I know what you she meant. She meant the goofy, the quick to say, what the hell is this? And why can't that person do their job? And da freaking da, like the firecracker that I usually am. So she had said something while we was talking, and it came out for like a split second, because something she said just didn't make any sense. I was like, why can't that person do their job? I don't understand why we got to take up slack for this person. She was like, there you are.
I get that.
No.
I get that. I do. Because for me, it's usually when I'm quiet, people are like, you're quiet. You don't know me like that. So
I think
I get that a lot too. Whenever I'm not as talkative, it's very noticeable. And when people comment on it, I think I find myself a little bothered. And I think the source of my frustration is, well, motherfucker, you start a conversation.
Wait. Time out.
You got to keep the spotlight. You that talent. Shit.
I want to backpedal a little bit. So when I say that I love Amanda's energy, it is anybody who's a friend of her, anybody who passes by her. She, like you said, there's a big energy a person has, and you can feel that big energy, especially if she loves you, favors you, finds you remotely interesting. She floods you with that, and I think the duality of it is difficult because, like you said, people like it until they don't like it, and it's like sit down. But on the flip side of that, like it till you don't like it, I love the fact, focusing on what I like from my cousin. I love the fact that no matter where you go, you're like an inferno, yo. And it doesn't matter if you may flicker down every now and again. It doesn't matter if you may die down for a moment. You get right back up, like you like you said, dancing to music. You try to go to sleep, but the rhythm takes you. And I blast you. Dead tired. Like things like that. I don't think people who truly, get to appreciate. I think when you have certain energies, I absolutely agree with the homie. It is not the receiver's job to filter it or to mitigate it or try to stop it. You're either going to take it or leave it. Because in the sincerity of somebody's actions is not to be taken for question, leading to the segue of I get totally where you come from when you're going, I'm quiet, but you don't want to talk about nothing. I think I've been in circles and I've been around individuals in places where Amanda will tell you, I can talk. I love talking. I can talk your ear off. But there comes to a point where I don't want to talk because I have nothing to say. And it comes to that point where it's like, okay, if you want to talk about something, let's talk about something. And for me, the regular run of the mill conversation for my generation is extremely boring. Extremely boring. I don't want to talk about current entertainment. I don't want to talk about current fashion. I don't want to talk about Da Vinci or Giuseppe or Prada. I have different interests now. So in that, there comes a point, like just like you said, you get quiet and people are like, why are you so quiet? It's like, because I don't want to talk to you. And it's not that I don't want to talk to you, it's like I had nothing to say. Like there's no common ground in this segue for us to communicate. I'm sorry. Yes.
Who's Giuseppe?
Is that not what's the GIUSEPPE? Is that not how you say it?
And that's not the point. I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Hold on,
I don't know how to say it.
We're not gonna act like Giuseppe Hills wasn't a thing. Giuseppe Hills, come on, we're not gonna act like that wasn't there. There was an auto rap song.
Like
I'm with you.
She's trying to act like she's West.
I know what he talking
Look,
about.
I don't know how to spell it, but I think that's how you say it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure you're spot on.
Well,
it's fashion. It's fashion.
Fashion. Word up.
But I get that, homie. I get that completely.
I get it too, man. It's I think when you have a strong personality, like if you're like primarily like a dominant talker, I think people do look to you to drive the conversation most of the time. And so if you're having even just a moderate day where you're not talking as much, it's super noticeable. People think that you're sad or angry or upset or all the. It's not that. Maybe I'm tapped out today. I'll be right. Hey, let me consume another 24 hours of media, and I'm right back at you tomorrow.
And see,
that I tend to see is that the big energies, when you don't have it, it's like, can I have a day to recoup? Can I have a day to reserve? Like, I always bring the energy and the sunshine to the room. Let me get a moment. It's okay for me to have a gray cloud day. And like I hate when people don't get that. When they still expect you to be full bodied. It's like,
forget you're human.
Right. Like, I know like this 99, but there is that 1%.
1%, but I'm just like.
Let me say this though, Kat. I won't even say that they don't get it. This is what I'll give them. I don't know that I've ever communicated that. The way you just said that, I don't know that I've ever shared that. So I don't know that anybody would think, oh, he just needs a day, or he's just trying to recharge or recoup. And so I do think it's on us to communicate, since we're such good communicators, to communicate. Hey, I'm good. I'm just recharging.
I think it's core concept on both ends, and I say core concept on both ends because, homie, on the end of, you know, I'm in this space for no rhyme or reason. This is just where I'm at this point, and I'll be back at it in another 24. Like you said, let me read a book, let me listen to a podcast, whatever the case may be, whatever gets your goose cooked. So right. I think it's definitely that part, and I also think it's like Cap said, you don't your expectation of your perspective does not match the reality of humanity. Even if I was able to give you 150 every day, the laws of God dictate equality. So that means there's gonna be a couple days where I'm in bonnets and some sweatpants and got the cucumbers on my eyes, like the balance of it. I think for me, the frustration comes from the lack of curiosity. For me personally, I think it's very arrogant for you to perceive me and believe that your perception is the reality of situation. So, like you said, if you catch me being quiet, maybe I'm not having a bad day. Maybe I just had some really heavy dope, And I say dope. I say dope as a metaphor and as a simile for. I say dope as a metaphor and a simile as a good book. I say dope as a metaphor and a simile as something that opens my perspective. I listen to a speaker. I listen to a motivational person. I listen to something heavy has changed my perspective. So now I got to process and chew that, so to speak. So I just got hit with something, and you asking why I don't want to talk is because I'm still trying to figure out the information that I processed however long ago. And you think, oh, you got to be having a bad day, you got to be acting funny, you got to be doing this, you got to be doing that. And it's like, oh, this could have been solved with what's going on in your head.
Yeah.
So I absolutely understand it's a lack of communication, but the lack of curiosity for me is appalling. So because I'm not talking, I gotta have a bad day, and I'm an asshole. So since you gave me the role, now I'm gonna play the role.
For Black women, if we're quiet, we must have an attitude. And the other thing I will say to homie about not saying that out loud and realizing that could be the case, I feel like that's why for me, I'm happy that we have hybrid situations where, you know what I'm saying? I don't have to bring you all this energy all the time, especially if I'm having like an off day. I don't even have to worry about y'all. I'm gonna work from home, camera off. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for that, because yeah. And a lot of times they assume without asking questions. I agree, cousin. It's always the assumption, especially for me, because I have a resting face a lot of the times. So
what kind of resting face you got?
It goes from goofy to resting. It goes, I'm really like this, like like, why are you looking at me? Just say hi, you pretty or something. Like, what are you in my face for? No, I'm playing, but it's not that aggressive. But I do have that face, especially when I'm at work. Because it's like, don't ask me to do nothing extra for you. Do your own fucking job. And so when I am quiet, yes, the assumption is she must have an attitude. She must be upset. It's a natural thing. Or when a Black woman is passionately about something. It's not passionate for us. It's an angry black woman. I got that last Friday.
Oh, did you? Did you tell them to suck it?
No, you know what? I said it before they could even say anything. And I said, so next time y'all get this together so that this won't have to come out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that hold them accountable. Like, you know who I am already as a person. But why did you even do this to get this as a consequence? You didn't want this. This is your fault. You knew better. You should never did what you did to get this. You knew better. When you know better,
that's a little villainous, but I respect it.
No, and when I said it, they laughed and they was like, I mean, yeah, because it was one of those.
When you write, you write.
Huh?
When you write, you write.
Period. And they know me. They know me. I'm a little, I don't want to say aggressive, but I also don't take no shit. So once the eyebrow goes a little raised on some fucking The Rock shit, they know, like, let me back up, let me rethink what I just said, because I'd be like, wait, what? I'd be like, and I can't help it. It naturally does that. Yeah, they know.
I call mine the Scooby-Doo face. If I have to go,
mine is The Rock. I get The Rock going.
I do like Scooby-Doo.
That's funny. I like Scooby-Doo.
It makes sense.
That's a true sound of curiosity. What was that?
Yeah.
And mine is, I don't know what the fuck you did. And what you just say, you better come again. It's all in that eyebrow, that one leg.
Mine is like, wait.
I've been told I glitch out. Like my face does the, like I got the blinking thing. Like I gotta get into focus again. Like you didn't say that. Like we're not having this conversation. Like we didn't do this.
He has to flip his
like, wait.
Like it's an eye exam. He's not about to
Yeah. Like I missed something. I had to miss something.
That's funny. Oh man, I like it. I
think energy is an acquired taste. You know, it's. I love yours. Oh my goodness, duality. You see me. I'm quiet. I mind my business. I don't bother nobody. I love that energy because when I do partake in that energy, I know I got somebody who's jumping off. When I'm jumping and bungee jumping, I know who bungee jumping with me. So I'm good.
Word.
Now, I think I'm with her after 10 a.m. You know what I'm saying? After 10 a.m. I got that in. I can help you with a little bit of energy after 10, not before 10. And then she's going at like 6. And I'd be like, girl, you got to find them other people that are up now. And she does. She'll wrap back around to me later in the afternoon, like, get kitty. I'd be like,
yeah. I'll forget that I even spoke to her. Because my thing is, if I don't get it out, I'm going to forget. I'm going to. Like, it's just automatic.
That's why she'll send a voice note.
Because the day just happens. And it just like, phew, and then you look, and then it's 8 o'clock at night. And I'm like, oh.
Especially now with that hour going. It's like they took 6 hours instead of 1.
They literally
did. It's a long time.
All right.
Are we gonna talk about that age discrepancy one?
You want to do that one?
I mean,
I was gonna do the runaway money.
Escape money. Escape money. I want to talk about the escape money.
All right. Escape money. Y'all ready?
Ready. Charged up.
Hold on.
Giving my husband my escape money when I saw that we were financially struggling. I, 34 female, have recently ran into a situation with my husband, 37 male, and I'm curious about if I'm the asshole here or not. So me and my husband have been together for 8 years, married for 7. When I got married, my mother came to me privately and talked about setting aside money as a rainy day / escape fund if worse came to worst. My husband has never shown any signs of being dangerous and rarely even gets upset. But the way my mom talked about it, it seemed like a no-brainer to have. When me and my husband got together, we agreed I would be a stay-at-home wife. We are both child-free, so that was never a concern. My husband made a comfortable mid-6-figure salary. All was good until about 2 years ago. He was injured at work in a near-fatal accident. Between hospital bills and a lawsuit that we lost, that ate up nearly all of our savings. I took a part-time job while my husband was recovering, but when he fully recovered, we transitioned back into me being unemployed, as my husband insisted that it was his role to provide. He is currently working 2 full-time jobs and Ubers on his days off to keep us afloat. Here's where I might be the asshole. I do all the expense managing, and I've continued to put money into my escape account, although I significantly decreased from $750 a month to $200 a month. My husband came home exhausted one night, asked about downsizing because of all the stress at work was going to kill them. I told him downsizing would not be an option, as I had spent years making our house a home. Am I the asshole for not?
To the end part, yes, she's an asshole. Oh, get it together.
A little technologically challenged. Yes.
Pull it up. Just a tag. Did you guys get all that?
Oh yeah, I've been on this for weeks. I've been on this for weeks. I didn't.
Oh goodness!
Listen, I done gotten a real arguments in my house, in my household.
About really, really. Please take the floor. Please, yeah, please take the floor.
Around these parts, I done polled about 12 to 14 people. This is one of my. This is one of the my most favorite things I've heard. And just a great opportunity to kind of present people with just an example of humanity and just get their natural takes on it, man. And it just floors me. She's asking this question. All right, let's just get to the end of it. The end of it is yes, you are an asshole, a big asshole, 100%. All right. Now, if we go back to the beginning, I want to do this. I think it's very important. I do this. I don't want to absolve my man of any culpability at all. He's an idiot, 100%. Like this dude, he's obviously clinging to this old-fashioned, I'm the man, I'm going to go out, I'm going to be the breadwinner, I'm going to take care of everything, to his detriment. He's literally living beyond his means now, and he's refusing to allow his partner to contribute, right? So I think he's stupid for that. But this kind of leads me into even more why she's an asshole. She's offering to go and get a job. She said in her story that they've been together for 8 years. He hasn't let her work in 8 years. With what resume are you going to get a job that's going to provide the income needed to help him get out of this hole, to help y'all get out of this hole? She's offering help that she knows isn't going to work. It's not going to help. There's no job that you can go out and get, shorty. You ain't been working in 8 years. What does your resume say? You can't. There is no job that you can get. All right. No. Big cap. The real help is the escape fund. Tap in.
Hold on, homie. This is where I'm. Hold on. So I agreed with everything you said up until the very end. In this day and age, we got to get out this mindset that there's no way she can't bring in some good funds. There's influencers. There's making fucking soap. There's Etsy. There's now. I'm not saying that it's gonna bring in the money that he was bringing in, and there's OnlyFans. Now I'm not saying.
Can I just jump in real quick? I think it's important.
Bring it in, and what I am.
I think it's important.
And there's the foot fetish page too. So with that said, now I'm just saying to homie, you gotta leave that caveat.
Well, I hear you.
The odds are whatever job she get is not gonna do it. And we're talking about my fun, because my fun before he lost his job was perfectly fine. Now, after he lost his job and shit was getting crazy, she should not have been adding to that fund.
She was
I'm not saying pulling that fund, but you damn sure shouldn't have been adding to the fund. That's all.
But okay, now in direct response to that, all of the professions you just listed involve some type of clientele or customer base, especially influencer. These are things that you have to build up to. I need help right now. Right now. You can't.
Can I also ask another question?
She had it.
Can I also ask another question? Can I also ask a very key question for me personally? Why is your escape fund my money? Let's talk about this.
That's a great point. I wanna point out this. At the beginning of the story,
he doesn't want her to work, so that's why the escape fund money is his money. I bet you she had her own money, she would be putting all that shit.
I love that. Cap, I love that, and I'm gonna piggyback off of it. Homie, if I may. Cap, I want to piggyback off of that. So now that we understand that you didn't want to work, and in those 8 years you had a choice to OnlyFans, you had a choice to sit here and start up a soap business, to go ahead and bust an Etsy move, to go ahead and bust a Walmart move. I'm not We're not talking about what he wanted. We're talking about what the possibility and options are, because these things are out here for people, that people can still bring in an income and not have to work a 9 to 5. That was the point, right? So
100%.
why
And
is your
also,
escape fund with my money?
it's wild. I think one of the most important things that we're missing here is
This is the glitch.
if
This is the
everybody on this
glitch.
if everybody on this screen today
I'm
decided that
sorry.
we
I
didn't
didn't
want to
mean to
work,
yell. I'm sorry.
if we decided that we didn't want to work, guess what we wouldn't get? Paid.
Money.
We wouldn't we wouldn't get a check. So she decides I don't want to work, and then decides I'm gonna take a salary for myself. That's wild. People who don't
Out of
work do
his
not get paid.
salary. God, out of his salary.
It's
She
wild.
helped herself to his money.
And the thing that aggravates me the most is she was in charge of the finances, which means she already had access to the joint checking and the joint savings. She went beyond that and did something completely selfish for reasons that didn't really even apply to her. She's planning to escape when she's telling us that the dude never gets angry, doesn't argue, hasn't showed any signs of aggression, is a great partner, obviously works super hard to provide a great lifestyle. What are you trying to escape from, Shorty?
Hey, a nice mid 6 figure salary.
Wait. Okay, so y'all are saying, why is she taking it from his money? Why doesn't she go ahead and work? But
Wait, time out. No. Time out. Wait. Wait. I'm not saying why is she taking his money, and why is she not working? What I'm asking is in the frame and structure of "Are you an asshole?" and you understand that you had access to funds in a situation where this person has cared for you, has helped you, supported you, I'm sure, whatever manner. He doesn't get angry. He's not beating you every day. So okay, he might have said your cooking was bad one day, Shorty. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to take that L. It You are in a position to help, and you are in a position to provide. You are in a position to probably get y'all on your feet again if the right avenues are allocated in the right way. But you are choosing not to out of fear for self. Is this not marriage? Is this not till death to us part, for better or worse, for good or for bad, for sickness and health? Or is this just another double standard? Is this a man thing?
Right.
I think the biggest problem with me I think the biggest problem with me in relationships is men are taught love as an action. And from what I've surveyed, women are taught love as an emotion. So therefore there's a disconnection between those two things at all times.
I don't know about all that definition of it. I just think morally it's wrong. Like
in the context, in the context and structure, Cuzzo, of this man sitting here getting two jobs afterwards and still Ubering on the side.
Damn.
Right.
To make ends meet.
But guess what? He chose that
And
life.
I understand that
Look,
he did. And but the fact that he chose to do all that when he is down and out, I'm going to choose to make sure we are okay.
Yeah.
Now when he said, "Can I fall back some?" Yes, that's where she's a complete asshole. We all agree. What do you mean? Fall back, and this house is a home, and yada yada.
Right.
She said she put a lot of time into making the house her own.
You do your part-time job. You know what I mean? Like you give a little, give some, and then you guys figure it out together. You know what I mean? I think she is an asshole, especially at the end, to sit there and say, "Well, no."
Yeah, that was bugged out.
And I agree with homie. I agree with homie, and y'all, he's an idiot for that. You're an idiot for that. You should have walked away. Like you should have walked away.
I personally feel that he's on that old-fashioned type that had she started a job, even if she started when the times was good, so that she wasn't pulling money from his money. Say she did like a side job just to have her own security funds or whatever. I feel like he thought he was macho man, and had he found out, he would have had a problem with it.
He might have.
Wait, hold on.
I agree, Kat. I'm sorry,
I disagree. Are you saying that had she been forthcoming about putting money away solely for her, he would have had a problem with it?
I think had she asked him, "Yo, I want to start working so that I could put money away, you know, just in case," he would have had a problem with it. Why you putting money away just in case? I told you I'm the breadwinner. Do I not make enough money for you? Because if he's old-fashioned and traditional like that, that's where that conversation would have went. Had she done it secretly, it still would have been a problem. So I feel like you don't really know where this could have went naturally. in that situation. But again, we all agree towards the end, she's an asshole. She's
100%.
Still taking the money.
Yes.
Still telling that man to break his back. That's ridiculous. But the whole, why was you pulling money from him in the beginning? I mean, look, you don't want me to work. Where am I going to put my stash money away? I'm sorry.
Why do you need stash money? You would literally have access to all of my money. You have access to all of my money. Why are you taking it from the pool, the collective pool?
Do you not see how many with the rate of divorces and the rate of the crazy chaos that comes with it? Like,
I'm so glad you brought that up. In what state do women not benefit majorly from divorces? If she were to divorce him in any state in this country, she would make out great.
Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog. In what state? Hey, big dog. In what state are men initiating divorce more? Hey, big dog. Hey, big dog.
I find it interesting because even if she were to get divorced,
wait until we break up, like we already know, that's a whole statistic right there.
So they'd rather cheat.
I just don't think that there's a scenario where she files for she decides to leave that marriage and she gets shorted financially. There's just no way.
I think
I say
no, especially because she's got proof. Hey, I've asked this dude to work 4 times. He told me no. He's at this point, he's actively preventing me from making an income. So, Your Honor, I'd like to divorce and I'd like half of this, half of that too. I want half of, you know, I'm pretty sure she will make out fine. So essentially, I guess what I'm saying is there's just no reason for her to do this in secret. You know what I'm saying? I think that had she asked homie, like, yo, would you mind if I took $500 a check, $700 a check to put over here, blah, blah, blah. Based on everything I'm hearing about this guy, I feel like he's just chump enough to say, yeah, you got it easy. And I don't even know if
I think he was just one of those. I think he was one of those I got you no matter what.
I think whatever
from how it's painted to me. From how it's painted to me. Because for this man to sit here and after I don't know about y'all, but a good flu will put me on my ass, okay? So for this man to sit here and get up after being injured and be like, yo, not only am I gonna get one job, I'm gonna get 2 jobs. Not only am I going to get 2 jobs, I'm going to go the extra mile just to make sure we got whatever extra takeout, McDonald's money, whatever. Right. If you want to go to Denny's, fam, like whatever it may have, and then Uber on the weekends, bro.
Then you got to think about how he handled the news. When he found out the news, he cried, left, and went to go stay at his brother's house. He didn't raise his voice. He didn't raise his hand. Everything she's saying about this dude.
Time out. There's a conclusion to this?
He left the house. When he found out the accounts, he cried and he left. And what that tells me is this is a kind-hearted man. Here, had she asked, he probably would have said, sure, babe, whatever you want. She just decided not to. So yeah, I think we're all agreeing that she's an asshole. I think we fundamentally disagree on some of the things.
We all agreed that she was an asshole. We're all different stances in the beginning about, the beginning statements when times is good. I think people got different views on that, but yeah, no, she's an asshole. She's an asshole. Yeah.
But again, I want to be clear. I think he's an asshole too. Let this woman work.
Agreed.
I don't understand why partners don't.
That part too, he set himself up because a lot of women say. And I'm a woman, I don't agree with this, but a lot of women say don't start something that you can't finish. Like, don't give me this lavish lifestyle if you can't keep it up. It's like, nigga, shit is real sometimes. Like, can you not try to do your own shit and be ready? So that's where I say having backup money, having this, that, and the other, and having.
You know why that annoys me, Kat? Because we done all got a nice tax return once upon a time. We know what it feels like to be up and want to, want to go splurge a little bit.
Yeah.
I could splurge this month. Don't tell me I got to keep it up come on.
Nah, you got to keep it up, homie. If you buying diamond earrings Monday, you better buy them Tuesday. No, but that's how some of them be, though. That's how some of them be. Like, that's why I always say, don't be beyond your means. Like, don't do all that extra shit. Don't buy me no Chanel bag for my birthday, because my next birthday, I'm going to be looking for a Chanel bag. No, I'm playing. But what I am saying,
you're for real.
You're for real.
She was serious. She was super serious.
also live within your means. Like if you know that every birthday you can't afford, but then I'm also not that type of person. Like I would be like, well, how much did you spend on this? We could have took a vacation for the money you spent on the Chanel. Like, let's be serious. I'm all for a vacation before a bag.
I think that goes into one, knowing your person, and we've had that conversation before. Knowing your person and knowing what things they like. But then I also feel like those types of expectations or requirements are also for the younger generation. Not to throw shade or anything, but I feel like once we evolve into
and we got mortgages,
higher selves, we
get happy with vacuums and mortgage payments, and you detailed the car, honey. Yeah. Oh my God, you detailed the car. Like,
nah, I'm giving pushback. There's a whole lot of grown ass women that are still into that material lifestyle.
I'm not saying
a bunch of them.
But those are the diggers. We already know who they are.
But after
the Real Housewives, old TV shows.
Those types of requirements aren't realistic in 2024, this day and age.
I mean, it would be realistic if I was married to like a LeBron James or something like that. But even at some extent, I mean, doesn't that get boring? Like, okay, it's a new Balenciaga bag, nice. Like, I personally just would get over it at a certain point.
Yeah.
Like, how many black bags do you need? How many red? How many? Like, I'm a moderate person. Everything in moderation. So maybe
I don't know. It changed when you were Billy Up.
I don't know.
This is what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, so if you had it, great. I want it. But when you're expecting those things from someone, like these women, okay, so for me, I don't make six figures. I make close to six figures, but I don't make six figures. I won't even say close. Close enough. Pretty damn close. Okay. So I'm close to six figures. I'm not there, but I'm close. But that's like my black ass coming out here talking about, I want someone that makes a high six figure because I deserve this. What type of shit am I gonna do with this nigga? I can't tip on any bill, and I like to be able to bring something to the table. No, he can't have no high six figures around me, sir, unless you elevating my job so that we could tip, so I could tip sufficiently and feel like I'm bringing something to the damn table. You can't be with me.
So wait.
I need to feel like I'm bringing something to the table.
Can I ask a question real quick?
I like that. I
need to have a job. I need to be able to tip. I need to be able to surprise you with fucking dinner sometime.
Can I ask a question real quick?
I want to do some things. I can't
Big
have
Cat.
no taking care of me. I need to be able to take care
Big Cat.
in the blue.
Big Cat.
What?
Do you? First of all, hats off. The passion that you've shown and the sincerity in your actions, hats off. Do you think that your mind state is popular amongst the generation of women in your age range? I'm talking 5 years older or 5 years younger.
Definitely not 5 years younger. 5 years older, yes. I feel like they still have that swag of once in a while, I'm going to treat my man because, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, how do you live in a world where you just expect, especially if you got an adult man who's doing what this man was doing? How do you just expect and think, well, I clean the house, that should be good enough. I don't know. I'm different. I'm just different. I need my own money. So when you come home one day and be like, no, you didn't. Yes, the fuck I did, nigga, big dog. Like, I want to be big dog sometimes and be like, yeah, nigga, now what? Suck my toes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Respect. Yeah. I like that.
So let me fact check that real quick. Amanda, okay. Have you found a lot of women like Cat?
No. Well, honestly, the women that I'm surrounded by that are close to me, yes. There are other women that are out there that I've listened to.
I'm not saying tribe. I'm saying outside aliens.
Oh, yeah. I know people that are like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't.
Give me percentage.
And now I'm going to ask y'all, because y'all are gentlemen, do y'all run into women like this or not?
Right. Is this a norm for you guys?
I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
This is the married man.
The women in my life have been there. So I'm not meeting any out. There ain't no new chicks, ain't no new friends. So I have no idea what's going on in the streets. I stay far away from the streets. I stay away from the
Amen.
streets. I'm good. I fuck with Nettie. I fuck with my wife, and I got a couple cool colleagues.
And right,
Amen.
Full stop. So and I don't really know where they at with this. But I would say if I had to guess, because I like to think that I surround myself with mostly high character people. I would like to think that they probably all align themselves with Big Cap's thinking. I think
I
I
love
think
that.
I think most people do like to be equally yoked with their partner. Nobody wants to be in a dynamic where they feel inadequate. Nobody likes that. I don't give a fuck who you are. Nobody really likes that. I think and maybe some people do, but I don't think that they're actually tapping into that part of their brain that says, "Hey, there's a big imbalance here." I
yeah,
think they're just kind of they're
yeah,
looking at the benefit. They're not really considering.
Some type of trauma that they haven't dealt with where they're okay with being taken care of. I feel.
Right.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I feel like most responsible adults like to be equally yoked. Who the fuck wants to be in a scenario where your partner is just doing so much better? You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wants that.
I
You
mean,
know?
I wouldn't mind if my partner was doing so much better. It's just I need to have my own. I don't care if it's just a McDonald's job where I have some money where I can sit there and I can treat. You know what I'm saying? If like I don't ever want to feel like I'm coming to anybody for anything, like to a degree, like I need to be self-sufficient to like.
I mean, but you also gotta remember too though, outside of outside of finances, there's so many different aspects to a relationship
I was just about to say that.
where somebody could be elevated and the other person could be lacking. You know what I'm saying? Like emotional intelligence is huge. You know what I'm saying? So like if conflict management is huge. If you don't know how to
Time out.
de-escalate,
Trigger. Oh my goodness, trigger. Can we please define emotional intelligence? Please and thank you. Woo! Woo! Please, can we please have a definition for that?
for me personally, right? I don't got a textbook here. Me personally, I define intelligence as essentially being able to read the fucking room and applying that
Okay.
to when
Okay. Okay.
to when things are tense around the crib. Read the room. You should be able to know again when your partner's energy is off. And to your point,
Okay.
be curious about that. That to me is emotional intelligence. Hey, be curious. Notice that this is not his or her normal baseline. Inquire, probe, see what the fuck is going on. Check yourself. Think, hey, did I say something fucked up? Boo? How did that text land? Think about what happened. Did I do the dishes? Am I expecting her to cook? Is she tired? Is my kid sick? Does she need something that I'm not getting? I think emotional intelligence is really reading the room.
I love
Um,
that definition.
when
I
when
love that.
things be tense around the crib, so that you know how to approach the situation, and also knowing which tools to break out. Right, knowing which tools to break out. Most men we walk around with the hammer. Sometimes, nigga, you need a screwdriver. Sometimes,
Yeah.
sometimes you need a tape
Yeah.
measure. You got to know what tool to break out. I think that is being emotionally intelligent. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
If your partner is trying to vent to you, is she trying to vent or is she looking for advice? Don't go offering no fucking advice if she just need an ear. Shut up.
Yeah.
Just listen. This is emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things. And so I think when I say that partners typically want to be equally yoked, I'm not just talking about financially. I'm not just talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about all of it. You got to be, I think, on the same level or around the same level everywhere. And if you're not, I think it can be a helpful role for your partner to be able to boost you up in those areas. I don't think it's their job. I do think it's very fucking helpful. You know what I'm saying? I think you're lucky if you get a partner that can boost you up. And so I think, I think most people do want to be equally yoked in most areas in their relationship. And I'm not mad at anybody who's like, if he makes 70 grand more, that's cool. Like, I'm not mad at that.
Right.
But everywhere else, I feel like you got to come correct. I feel like you got
I
to come
think
correct everywhere else.
I think for me, meeting women of that kind of caliber that Kat is describing is something new. Um,
Mm.
I think for me personally, my perspective, what I've experienced, from what I've surveyed, it's something new. But I haven't always, honestly, I haven't always held the best of company. So there's that as well. Um, I think while women like Cap are out there, from what I've surveyed, they're rarer than others. And I've only experienced that kind of behavior, those kind of patterns, that kind of love, interest, whatever the case, whatever you'd like to call it. That kind of replication I've only experienced in certain intimate settings outside of romance. And that's where a lot of my, I will say, viewpoints on love comes from. I feel like intimacy and sexuality can be synonymous, but it's not entirely like they're not together. You
Mm.
can have intimacy in a way where sexuality is not null and void. To not being funny, but if you are in the correct relationship, in my opinion, as a man, we forget sex. I would like to say, and it's not that I forget sex. The urge is there. Obviously, I'm a man. It's two heads for a reason. But when I say forget sex, we're so wrapped up in conversation, or we're so wrapped up in your perspective, or your art, your passion, whatever you got going on, where we feel like it's really dope and that lights you up. And because we love you and we like seeing you light up, now we're even more interested in whatever the hell you're talking about. So it's like it's an avalanche effect. But again, I feel for me personally that comes few and far between. But also, again, truthfully, I'm emotionally retarded. So I don't really I don't really coagulate with a lot of different people. Like it's I'm sorry, I can't say that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I
Yeah,
we
you
can we
did.
I'm a, I'm emotionally challenged. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say the R word. My apologies.
As
I didn't
someone
mean
who
to say that.
has such a poetic flow with such
I'm sorry.
words
I'm
go right into
sorry.
and then throws in
But
the
you
middle.
know what?
But I'm an emotional
fixed it.
retarded.
He fixed
Like,
I'm
it.
sorry.
how you spew
I'm
all
sorry.
this shit and then drop
He
in
fixed
there
it.
a piece of
He
shit
fixed
and then
it.
try to keep going like you didn't
He
just drop
fixed
that
it.
piece of shit in
Self
there.
accountability is real. It's a skill. Good job for
I
catching
said sorry.
I was
Good
with it.
job.
I was
Good job
flowing
for
down
catching that
the
freak.
river
I
with
said
you. The
sorry.
whole thought process, there you go. But I'm
Cap,
emotionally
big cap,
retarded.
big cap. I'm human. Big cap. I'm human.
And thank you for catching that. We appreciate.
I'm human. Big cap. I'm sorry.
We appreciate your autocorrect.
I
Autocorrect is real.
believe you're self-titling yourself with the wrong stuff, but go ahead, because you done gave nothing but emotionally stable conversation this whole time. But go ahead, retard. I mean, that's what you
I
want to
think.
know.
I think when, oh my goodness, the thing they love you for is the thing they hate you for. I'm a man of extremes. So in my extremes, I understand, just like homie said, it's not your job to filter me, it's my job to filter me. So in me having my job to filter me, I know what my too much is, but I don't know what your too much is. And that's what makes me afraid sometimes. I
Mhm.
know how far I can go in certain things, but because I don't know how far you'll go, I have to mitigate myself because my too much may be your oh my god, this is unbearable,
Mm.
and my just a little might be yo, this is way too much.
Yeah, everybody's
So
following.
I have to learn how to filter that with people, and I'm not good at it. I tell men all the time, I need more practice. I'm not good at people.
I need more practice too.
Jim
That's
Morrison,
You didn't
Jim
offend us. I just
Morrison.
thought it was hysterical that you're putting together all these elaborate, eloquent sentences and then drops in there, but I'm an emotional retard. But
I'm
let me
sorry, I am.
it's
I
like,
don't,
oh
I don't, I don't, I don't get it. I don't. People sit here. Oh my goodness, this person's not talking to me. Like that's what you're upset. You got people starving, and you upset. This person is not talking. All right, big dog, you got it, fam.
Hold on, wait, slow. All right, slow down, cause I'm rolling. I'm rolling, cause I'm rolling, and I want and I'm with you, and I want to stay with you. Are you talking about in a relationship, or are you talking about just in general?
I think even a relationship, there's a lot of stuff that bothers the normal individual that doesn't face. Not being funny. A situation of my, I'm in a situation. This person loses their job. Hypothetical, all hypothetical fantasy land. I'm in a situation. This person loses their job. They might go, "Yo, this is the end of the world. This is the most horrible thing ever." You know how many jobs I got fired from? Like, do you really want to tell? Like,
no, that
you
is
get
not
another job.
Okay,
Like,
wait. Okay, so now, hey, Big Cat, we about to get to the bottom of this right now. Okay, all right. In that hypothetical, is your response just go get another job, or
no. That's not the response. The response is, of course, again, you're disappointed. I feel for you. Let me be empathetic. You go through something. Let me comfort
there's
you.
a
Hey,
hug
it's
in there?
okay.
I'm sure there's a hug
Yeah,
somewhere.
absolutely, a hug, a kiss. Yeah,
Okay,
but to the
okay.
point, I'm not demonizing you for losing your job. I'm not saying you're an idiot for losing your job. I'm not degrading you. I believe that life happens, and in me experiencing life happens. I understand there's an ebb and flow to things. You lost a job today, you're gonna get a job tomorrow. Like it's. I understand how it's a big deal to you, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think this is the end of the world.
Okay, I can accept that. Outwardly, in those moments.
Also, homie, respectfully, you're a man. You're not gonna get the same message that my lady would get, big dog. Like
No,
I
no,
get to
no,
the
no, no, no,
point
no,
with you
no.
because you get it, you know.
Unless we're in a relationship, then 100% I expect to get the same.
Yeah. You know, like.
So let's put that. Okay, but outwardly in that scenario, it's okay to think what you're thinking, but when you're expressing your sentiments to your partner, you're not telling her it's all good. One door closes, one door open. Like that's
No, hey, pick your head up. It's okay. We stumble sometimes. It's gonna be all right. You know what? Whatever comfort or whatever empathy I can provide.
this sounds like emotional intelligence. Don't
No, no,
this
no, no,
sounds
no,
like you know what you're
no, no,
doing.
no, no, no. I don't. I don't. Again,
Hey,
in
you want
this
to be a bad
person.
guy so bad. You not a bad guy.
No, no, no,
You
no. Not a bad
you
guy.
got
Not a
this.
bad guy at all. I
You
understand the differences between me and the average thinker, and that it bothers me to an extent.
I mean, but we all have thoughts. It's just do you know better than when do you know when to express them? There's a time and
You
place for
know when
everything.
to be tactful and when not to be tactful. That is like the
I
word that
practice. I
children
practice.
said over and over because I
I
would say
practice. Yes.
it and people would be like,
Yes.
"You would say it because you
Tactful.
be tactful." I feel like cousin is on that Kanye West Miss Westy shit where he just says what the fuck ever. No, I'm gonna tell you like Kim said to little girl.
Sometimes.
You can
I don't
Sometimes.
think so though.
but you gotta learn
It's
how
how.
to say things,
That's what I
sweetie.
was gonna say. I was waiting for
Yes. Yes.
not the
Yes.
what, it's the how. You
Yes. I'm still learning how. I'm
can
still
say
learning how.
how.
I'm not good at how.
You know, be
This
like
is the point.
Northwest. Like know when to like sugar it a little bit, just a little sprinkle of sugar.
However,
You know, Google is a very good friend because honestly, I will say this. Because I don't always know the corporate way to say things, I will Google how to say shut the fuck up professionally or bitch go somewhere else. I have definitely Googled it, laughed about all the different ways to say it, and
Wow.
my correct corporate way of saying it. I sure the fuck have. Hell the fuck yeah.
Yeah, why not? I mean, all Google is a vehicle. They gonna get you to the right people. They gonna get you to the right
YouTube
people.
Homie.
University, stop playing. There's a many a different avenue to figure out how to tactful way to say something.
I'm
You
not.
just
I'm not.
Homie, my reference point comes from me trying to convey my point on several different occasions and people getting a wrong interpretation every time. So that's where I say, I'm a little adverse when it comes to these things. I think if I said what I meant and I meant what I said, then you should understand what I'm saying. There shouldn't be no ulterior interpretation. You should have gotten the
you
message the first
also
time. So it leads me to believe that somebody's on or off kill. And because I'm self-responsible, I take that. Maybe it's me that's off. Maybe I'm crazy. I take that.
You know what? I'm gonna give it
I
to
feel
you.
like you also gotta like homie said, you gotta know the room. You gotta know who you're talking to.
Yeah, but
Sometimes
you
you're
gotta
just
know the
talking
person.
to idiots, you know what I'm saying, that are just not on your level. And so they're gonna
That's harsh. That's not nice, Cat. That's not nice, Cat.
balance. So, you know, whatever
That's
you say,
not nice, Cat.
like in this hat, you know, it depends on who you're talking to.
That's not nice, Cat. You can't call people that.
Yes, I can.
Yes, you can.
That's not nice. That's not
What?
nice.
Unbalanced?
What's not nice?
No, the I word.
Yo, the I word is crazy.
What I word?
The I word. The I word. You know what it is. Sometimes you gotta realize you're talking to.
What's the I word?
You know what the I word is. Thank you, homie. Thank you. They made the yo.
The homie
Hey,
say,
listen.
what is the I word?
My name is Bennett.
You know what?
What,
The hell with both of
intelligent,
y'all?
emotionally intelligent person? What, that word?
No, you said sometimes you have to read the room and realize you're talking to.
Idiots.
Oh, the ID 10.
Not everyone's an idiot. Yeah, not everyone's an idiot.
They're idiots.
They're
Like,
ID 10Ts.
Cat, we are all doing our best. Cat, we are all doing our best to the best of our understanding.
No, some people are not. They're just.
She said no, some people are not. You want to play devil's advocate?
No,
Go ahead. You people
they call people blondes for a reason. Some people are just legitimately dumb. They literally only let their hamster wheel do this.
Is that not doing the best they can?
Run around.
No.
Is that not doing the best they can? If that's all they can do, that's all they can do.
Yeah, you know what the funniest shit is going around? A lot of people are saying,
you know how I know that's not all they can do? They got college degrees higher than mine, so their brain can function on a higher level. They just choose to shut that shit the fuck down and stop on level 3. They choose that.
I would love to argue that repeating information is not education, but that's another conversation.
It is. That is a whole other conversation for another day. They're just good at memorizing things. Or
look, you said it. I feel how I feel about it, but you said it.
So that's true. That's true. Or their pants went off. So hold on.
I think we are all doing the best we can.
One more time, Bree.
I said I think we're all doing the best we can.
Lies, but okay.
Right. She said lies.
I will respectfully disagree.
Pew 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Okay,
I just want to say hi to everyone that is tuned in right now. So if you are tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, drop a comment below and say, hey, let us know what you're
they've been talking, but we ain't been able to see it because you done did this whole camera setup and it's not the same. And then Nettie's not here to be the reader backer. And that's what I call her, reader backer. Yeah, she's supposed to be reading it back to us, letting us know what the hell is like.
Cat, we got to get a corporate title for that.
Yeah. Somebody said you are angry, Big Cap.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness.
I can be. I think when you're no nonsense, it can very much be viewed as angry. When for me, it's I keep to myself because I don't want bullshit around me so that I don't have to be angry. So y'all just stay the fuck over here. That's why I love my hybrid job. I don't always got to be around idiots for me to be like, you motherfuckers.
Men are taught love is an emotion. It's her mother's fault, though. I don't know what we were talking about. It's her mother's fault, though.
Oh no, we were talking about escape money.
The escape money.
Oh, he's met several women like you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and to understand the emotions of others. Yeah.
So hats off. I love that.
I want to add to you guys' definition. Emotional intelligence for me is being able to actually have a conversation. You could have all the intelligence in the world, but if you cannot sit down and actually have that conversation and have that open conversation with someone, you're not emotionally intelligent.
Then you don't have all the intelligence in the world.
So you feel like effective communication goes with
being. You know how many people have a hard time just coming to the table and saying I have a problem with this? That alone is
that's a tough thing to do. That's a tough thing to do.
For me, that's emotional intelligence, because how are you ever going to have a solid, real relationship if you can't come to the person and say, listen?
I'd like to challenge that, homie. I'd like to challenge that.
But you like to challenge that you think it's an easy thing to do?
For me, because I'm a bold motherfucker, yeah. But for a lot of people, no, it's not.
Okay, Big Cat, let me ask you a better question. Do you think it's easy for a man to do?
Yes.
Yes. Loves, it depends on the situation. With their bros, yes. I feel like with y'all bros, y'all just say whatever fucking ever. Half the time you make it a joke so it goes over the person's head, but y'all do say what the fuck ever. But I feel like when it's your woman, y'all a lot of times y'all bottle up, and I don't. For me, because again, I'm a different breed. For me, I don't understand why you bottle up, nigga. Let that shit out. I'm gonna crack a joke. We gonna crack a joke, and we gonna get past the shit.
Sometimes, okay, I'm going to acknowledge this. Women are so much better than men at just saying what the fuck it is that they're thinking. Whether it's, yo, shorty, can I get your number? No, you can't. Or, yo, can I holler at you for a minute? No, absolutely not. Like, you guys have had so much practice at just answering, honestly, saying things that are hard for other people to hear. Men saying truthful things to women has proven to be wildly challenging for most men for such a long time. It is absolutely bonkers. To Big Panda, just a while ago, you said a lot of men don't get divorced. They'll just cheat because they probably cannot find a way to tell their partner, hey, this just ain't working out for me, right? it's actually really difficult for men to be honest with women about the way they feel or about things that are not going wrong. I can't really tell you why. I could just tell you what it is. Women have no problem. Hey, bro, I didn't like that shit you said to me yesterday. Most men don't really do that. I'll let you go.
Pick me. Pick me.
We pick you.
Tag me in, coach.
Tag in.
If we take the core concepts of both Cap's form of emotional intelligence and we take Homie's form of emotional intelligence, we have the breeding grounds for a safe, secure flow of information. That is what we would like to call effective conversation. I'm letting you in on my state, physical, financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, and vis-a-vis, you're letting me in on your state. This is the checkup, so to speak, that people talk about. I think in effective relationships, the checkup happens more than problems happen. So that way the checkup prevents the problems, if that makes sense. So when you talk about not having honest communication, that's one factor of it. The other factor of it is women tend to emotionalize men's words. And this is where we have a miscommunication. If I tell you, hey, I don't like the red dress, and you go, oh, so I'm fat and I don't fit in it no more, and you mad because my no, I just said I didn't like I was rocking blue. I thought you was going rock blue. Now, sadly, because we understand that Cap is the odd one out, most women are not going to react like Cap. Most women are not going, oh, you want me to wear green? Oh, you got a problem with red? Oh, is it my earrings? Most women are going to take that personally.
You got to change your approach, cousin, and because you got to know your area, you got to know your crowd, you got to know who you talking to, like Big Homie says. You know that she already.
Wait. Time out. Let's bring it back to context, Cap. I was saying in the structure that you described, where you have a space that is safe enough for you to talk about whatever you're going through, and in the structure that Homie described, where we are in a position where I can read the room, I can tell if you're upset, I can tell if you're happy, I'm being empathetic. I know, Pri, I'm sorry. Let me get through it. Where you're happy, whatever the case may be. So in this effective communication, we're dealing in idealistic terms. If I go, Cap, I don't like the red dress, you should be like, what about it you don't like? Because this is idealistic. If you go, hey, Dvon, I don't like your blue tie, I should be like, Cap, what's wrong with my blue tie? This is the most ideal of communication. It's not, oh, so Cap don't rock with me now, and because Cap said it's my blue tie, F Cap. And like, whoa, you went to a whole nother place with it. So I think, and that's the problem with communication. I can tell you and Homie, yo, I don't like the color red. Y'all are both going to take it two different ways. So where women have the ability to sit here and be raised in an environment from damn near birth where they do talk about feelings, because that's all y'all do when y'all doing each other here. Y'all do talk about what's going on with you, because that's all y'all do when y'all texting and on the phone. And Billy said hi to me, and he smiled at me, and whatever the case may be. I got little sisters. I hear this crap all the time, and I don't care about it. Whereas men, when I'm talking to my homie, I don't got to sugarcoat nothing with homie. He's not gonna take me personal. If I tell him, yo, your jeans is garbage, he'll be like, all right, nigga, what's your point? I don't like your jeans. Like, he's not going to take it as an offense to him. That's the difference in communication. Pri, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Did you get everything out?
I'm done.
What about you, Homie? You got everything out?
Nope.
I'm holding it in, so I'm done.
I just wanted to quickly respond to Cap because she told my man that he had to change his approach. And I just wanted to reassure her that with the type of individuals that he is referring to, there is no approach. That there is no approach. They are going to receive it. They are going to receive it how their brain tells them to receive it, and that is it. And that's not a problem. There's no problem with his approach. It's the way that they're receiving the information. I just wanted to make sure that you knew that there's a whole category of people out there who just receive information and their brain does what it wants to do with it. And that's
the others. That's the others. And then there's the ones who take what you actually said.
Word.
Yeah.
If I tell you, hey, I don't like this sandwich, I'm not telling you that you can't cook, my love. I just don't like it. Your cooking is fine, but this sandwich is
just Pri.
That's it. But Karen.
No, this is the show. You don't get to talk. Nah, we're running it.
So to you, Primo, I'm gonna say to you how the modern man says to women: choose better.
Oh,
choose better.
Oh,
that's the women you're choosing.
Oh. No. What do you wait? Hold on. Choose better. What do you mean by choose better?
I
agree.
I let y'all speak.
I just want clarity.
Have the floor. I let
Keep speaking. Have clarity. I just want to have clarity. Choose better way.
Because I don't do double standards. The same way men be like, women choose better men. Learn from your mistakes. I'm gonna need y'all men to do the same thing. Have that same energy. The same way y'all keep picking these women that do not know how to receive information in a healthy way. Choose better women. So we're gonna end that because that was never a topic. The topic was the woman an asshole for not giving her husband the money when he was down and out? Yes, she was. Next topic, what is the age bracket for too young or too old? Because homegirl is definitely 40, pregnant for a 21 or 23-year-old, and she got a 20-year-old son.
You so just missed his age. He's 22.
I don't like how you ended that last topic.
One more time. Run it back. I didn't hear you.
I said I don't like how you ended that last topic.
I
don't like that at all.
You get what you get, and you don't get upset. Let's talk about it in the comments.
I don't like how you ended that last topic. I feel like there was so much more to be said.
Revisit that conversation on another podcast in the future. We are booking up for April. Hint, hint. If you're looking to be a guest on the show, we don't have to teach us.
What time is it?
It's time for us to wrap this up quickly because no, we don't. So we're gonna do this quick. So, do you have an age bracket before you were married? We are going to be completely for you, the homie, and I know that your wife is very fun and all that great stuff. So this is just hypothetical for you. Prior to being married, did you have an age range? And that's for everybody. Do you have an age range? Do you have an age gap? What to you is just like that's insane? And it's not a man-woman thing; it's a people thing. I don't believe in that because even back in the
100%, I had an age range in mind. Me personally, I think 4 years either way is like a hard line for me, right? I think that one of like the core tenets that we are looking for when we're trying to choose a partner is commonality, right? Things in common. That's how you kind of bond and build with people. I feel like anything outside of that age range, like what do we have in common? Did you watch the same cartoons as I did when you were coming? You know what I'm saying? Did you have to come in the light? Did you have to come in the house when the street lights came on? Did you have to go get a Switch when your grandmother told you to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you play with Skip It? You know what I'm saying? Like, there are mad things that I want to know. Like, what do we have in common? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if we don't have anything in common? Then I feel like it's gonna be much harder for us to build. And I think the further away from your age you get, I think the less things that you have in common. There ain't that much new shit in the world I'm trying to learn from a person outside of 4 years younger. Like it's just nuts to me. I think once you're too far away from your age, I think your goal is different. I don't think you're looking for commonality. I don't think you're looking for an equally yoked partner. I think you're looking for something else. And I can't speak for women dating down, but for men dating down, it starts to feel manipulative. It starts to feel control-y. It starts to feel groomy. You want somebody you could coach. You want somebody you can mold into some shit that you can't get at your age because they probably can see through your bullshit. So you want somebody who don't know life the way that a 35-year-old woman knows life. You know what I'm saying? And that, for me, speaking about men dating down, that's kind of where I'm at with that. You really honestly shouldn't be reaching back in your 30s to grab an early 20. That's crazy to me. That girl still got home.
No. Just real quick. Do you mind sharing your age? That's all.
I'm 35. So for me personally, I'm really not trying to date anybody younger than 30. Like that. That's just me personally. And that I'm not knocking a sharp 29-year-old out there. For me personally, I just rather stay with somebody who knows. You know what I'm saying? Did you have an AOL chat room name? Did you experience dial-up? Did you have dial-up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Have you used the typewriter, shorty? Like, what's going on here? Like this is, it's crazy. Did you have a cordless phone hanging on the wall in your kit?
So I can't. For me, I'm gonna go backwards. So I'm gonna start with like part of your last statement where you said when men do it, it's grooming. It's for both. It's for both, for men and women. You're dating so far down because you want to be able to do things that people your age are not going to accept. It's something about what your age group is not going to accept that you're trying to get from this younger person. So that is grooming on both ends. Women do it too. Like, so the topic was the Drea. Drea is 39.
Right.
39 and he's 22. So, you know, my thing is when I don't know why you would date. I dated younger in the past, but he was just cute. Like, I wasn't trying to groom or anything. I don't know. I feel like but
your criteria.
But honestly, to a degree, I might have been trying to groom him. Who the fuck knows my mindset back then? I might have been. Now, age group. For me, I'm not going lower. I like the number 4, no more than 5, going lower because no, what the fuck? Y'all don't know shit about MySpace, the real MySpace. You just don't know shit about shit. You don't know about the Pokemon, like the little pocket ones. You don't know about Black Planet.
If you ain't have a Black Planet, we can't be cool.
Like, you don't know about nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going lower than honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going lower than 3 years. I will go higher though. I will go higher. I will go up to 10 years.
Can I ask a question about your higher?
Yes.
How much higher before you considered the man a creep?
So I am 30. So
wait, slow down. Your age? What'd you say?
I'm 30, So
okay.
I would say, okay, prime example. I think this is crazy, but this was my mom and dad. It was a 21-year difference. 21-year difference.
Who's older?
My dad, of course. My dad, of course, because it's mostly you men. It's mostly you men. Let's be honest. I think that's crazy because if you think about it, he was 21, legal age drinking, and she was just popping out the cooch. It's like, how does that work? But then when you think about it, when they're older and she's 35 and he's 50, whatever, it's like, okay, it doesn't sound too crazy, but again, to me, that's still nuts. So for me, 10 is like the max to go higher than your actual age. Because then it's like, I feel like she got with him for the intensive purposes of hoping that he was solid due to his age, which didn't turn out to be the case. So I feel like you end up dating too high or too low, looking for something and hoping that you get what you're looking for, when you just need to date within your age group and figure it the fuck out. Like, life is hard.
10 is crazy. When I think about 10, at a 10-year age gap, we experience 9/11 differently. That's wild to me.
Yep. Yeah.
If you don't know if you can't describe to me how you felt on September 11th, I just don't know that we can.
I was in a math class.
You know, I just don't know that we could seriously do this. If you know what I'm saying?
I was in a math class. I was in fucking high school. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is why I can't go too young. Because do you know about 9/11 and the impacts? Do you? Whoa. Do you know about the Patriots team and how long we've been winning? Are you just like it's just so many things you can't relate to when you go so far down. To me.
Where y'all at?
I like it.
Yeah, you Dvon?
Don't judge me. Nobody judge me like y'all judge me.
All right, Dvon, say your piece. Wait, are you done, Big Cap?
Oh yeah.
How about you, the homie? You done with what Big Cap had to say?
Yes and no. I feel like she said something that I want to give a little.
Okay, wait a second. Let's hear Dvon.
You better remember it.
I won't. I wrote it down.
I think for me, it's only older. I can't do younger. I'm at a space developmentally. Okay, prelude. I'm an old man already.
You are pretty. Do you want to
I'm
okay with sharing your age?
I'm 31. I am a 31-year-old who has been raised by a bunch of old people, so I'm very, very old. And in me being very, very old, I think, Kat, that's when you say it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Because the way I get talked to and the way y'all think I talk to y'all crazy, 2 different talks. But neither here nor there. So I think I'd like to preface that with this. So in that, there are certain conversations that I cannot have. Like you guys said, you know, there's certain things, cartoons, entertainment. If we're not on the same page in certain places, then I really can't rock with you. And then when we get to a deeper level, I've recently become a family man. So my priorities have shifted tremendously from the average 31-year-old. So If we are not on the same page spiritually, if we are not on the same page financially, if we are not on the same page mentally, if we are not on the same page physically, I'd have no interest in romance. And even outside of my not being interested in romance, which doubles down on the not interested in romance, if you're just a pretty face, respectfully, I've seen a lot of pretty faces. I'm from New York, plethora. I've traveled the world, plethora. I've seen a lot of pretty faces. So there has to be more than a pretty face. So it comes down to age and experience. And then coming down to age and experience, I can do at least 5 years older. I'm not going more than five personally. I personally still have plans for family. I still want family. So I understand at a certain point a woman's biological clock has ticked its last tick. So I can't go too far ahead. But as far as younger, no, I can't do younger.
We gonna let a man go. We gonna cause cousin, you gonna learn to start talking about women's clock, boy. I don't care if you man, I don't care if you are making a point. You keep that clock out your mouth, out your
I told you. I told you I was raised by old people.
Nah, man, boy, them old people gonna get you slapped. That's why you might need to go up to 10 kids. So they can deal with, because they ain't gonna have no clock. They ain't gonna give a fuck about you talking about their clock. But you ain't gonna be dating nobody at 5 years. You talking about clocks. You don't want to hear shit about motherfucking clocks.
Again, know your person, because I get that offensively because it's a
Cap, I'm so sorry, Cap.
You talked about earlier, the homie that you touched on, that men can't make comments about women that are still
you can.
You know, so
Cap,
but the clock, like it's so many different layers to that I feel like it should not touch.
Cap. I understand. I'm a scientist at heart. I understand that biologically you guys have a set time frame. I'm not being mean. I'm not being nasty. It is just science to me. It's just science.
He's such a factual person. So before
there are African women all over the world breaking those fucking time, age dot limits and all that. I don't want to hear nothing about a clock.
The exception does not make the rule.
Before I respond, I would like to say that Nettie is in the chat. So if you can see the comments, Nettie Pooh has joined the chat.
Oh, late.
Okay, she's not late.
She
We
late.
were just having conversation. I'm gonna jump in. Saying the dude won't take it personal is false AF. Nettie says hi. What up, Nettie? Hey, Michael. It depends on the audience. Idiot is in quotations. That's exactly how I feel about those younger relationships. I told Nettie, hey, Cap wasn't grooming, she was training. Ain't no way from Lanice. I don't know what that's in response to. I never thought about an age gap. Thinking about it now, I've always been within 4 and 7 years of my age. That's from Nettie. MySpace, no way we ain't all coders, because getting them background music, pictures, and gifts was a skill. It was. We definitely need to have IT jobs if you did your MySpace. It was like, what? Let's get those codes in. Do you lead with age? That's a good question, and we'll get back to that. She said Waterbury. She said only veteran gasmers will understand the Waterbury reference. This is very true, because we had somebody for Waterbury and he was just going in. Okay, so now that we are all caught up with the comments, my response to this is, so because my oldest is 21 going on 22, I am 40 going on 41 in June, and I am so damn proud of how I'm gracefully aging. My youngest are turning 16 tomorrow. Happy birthday, babies. So with
Happy birthday.
I refuse to go less than 35 because I feel like they were playing in the sandbox with my son. So therefore, if you and him were patty caking or throwing dice or had any type of an intellectual conversation, I can't rock with you. Not only that, the human brain doesn't develop fully until you're 25. I can't rock with you if you're younger than 25. Yeah, you might be able to hold your little stance a little longer, baby. But no, here, it ain't gonna work. So there's that. As much as I love to dibble and dabble with the older men, because in my mind, they know what they want, they don't. They don't have emotional awareness, which is something we just had a conversation about. And the fact that I am going on 41 and going 10 years up because my twin's dad is actually 11 years older than me, and there's no emotional capacity there. So really, age has nothing to do with emotional maturity. Absolutely nothing. And I've been learned that years ago, because again, my twins are turning 16. So when I did think back of the fact that I was 23 with a 30-something-year-old, I was like, yeah, he definitely was grooming me. Because he definitely named me his PYT, his pretty young thing. I was his pretty young thing. I still am, essentially, his pretty young thing because he's in his 50s. So, a lot of men that are in that age range are boring. They're so boring. They don't know how to enjoy life, and I am just repulsed by them because of how boring they are. They lose all the fun. They've done been through so many heartbreaks that they don't know their ass from their elbow, and they're still trying to figure out who they are as a person. Forget as a partner. It's crazy with the older ones. So I kind of sort of want to dib and dabble with the younger ones that don't know no better, because these older ones just ain't it.
And see, that's what they say about us.
They
that
just
when we
ain't.
get to a
They're
certain
so
age,
boring.
we're bitter and we're not happy with
And
life, and so
that
we can't be the ones to date because so they go younger because they got energy and they're happy. And
I'd be bored, and not only that, the aches and pains kick in. They'd be like, "You want to do what? My back hurt, bruh. If you don't bend that ass up, you better go lift that ass over and like, let's go to the gym, baby. Because if I can lift this, you should be able to lift it too. You should be able to bench press me. Because what? I can't. And I'm not trying to knock the men. I'm not trying to come for y'all. But this has just been my experience, whether I go down or whether I go up. And this is why I think my soulmate is a woman. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day.
Lord,
I'm not the man for you.
For me, in this moment, going down is just like, damn, I'm going to be dating my son. And then if I go up, it's like, damn, I'm about to be dating a grandpa because they're boring.
That's why I'm happy I ain't got no kids, because I ain't got to do no correlation of it's too close to this and it's too close to that.
It's boring.
If I want them 21, which I don't, but if I did, I could.
I mean, I could play around.
I'm at that sweet spot. I could date the son, the daddy, and the granddad.
Depending how old the son is, we could definitely go with that. But dad gotta be fun. A lot of these men do not know how to have fun. And that's sad. They don't even have their own mental state.
You know, men say that about us.
And that's fine.
So I feel like it's a people thing. It's not a man or a woman. It's a people thing.
Here's the thing to that. I'm not dating women.
so maybe you need to start?
Maybe, because all the women I know are fun. Oh my God. They're lit. They're lit. Men be like, I don't know what they want to do today. And then they say, we don't know what we want to eat. We don't know what we want to eat, but y'all don't even know what you want to do for fun. They don't even know what fun is. And it's like,
cousin got some. Cousin's tapping in.
My
cousin's tapping in.
That's my
cousin. What's up?
Get that bingo card. And Michael, congrats on the growth in your family. And Nettie Boo said, homie, take that smirk off your face. So
hey, tell us, she don't know what I'm thinking.
Cousin, I'm listening.
I'm done.
Choose better.
Thank you. I was waiting for it. I said it in my head because we on the same bullshit when we talk that shit. When we talk that shit. And when she was talking, I was like, yo, if cousin don't say do better, like she yelled at him, I'm gonna be real upset. This is why we would work, cousin, because you wouldn't be able to talk no shit.
I am choosing better.
I don't like that. Nigga, them shoes is musty. Them shoes is in the back. Yeah, I would make her switch the shoes. Then I'll switch this.
I don't think I'm tapped out. I'm saying do better because I feel like my friends are the better.
Do better.
I hang with my friends.
That's funny.
Cap, you've been sounding like my spirit animal this whole live.
Huh?
I said, Cap, you've been sounding like my spirit animal this whole live.
Am I making a love connection? Because this would be dope. Anyways, that's all I had to say to that. But yeah, I just go out and date myself. I'm dating myself right now because I just
in the spirit of doing better and with you. That's why I've been single for what, 3 years now? 2 years, 3 years. Until I see something better in front of me. Now there have been people who have presented, and I'm proud of my growth. I am so proud of my growth.
Me too.
Because 3-4 years ago, me would have been like, oh well, he's not that bad. Oh well, I just need to. I'm not helping you with shit.
We would make
bad. I
agree. I definitely.
I'm not. Listen. listen.
What's up?
I've done my charity work all through my 20s. I did my
homie. Cap is angry.
halfway through my 30s. I'm no longer.
Homie, Cap is angry.
Yeah, that's angry coming out. Angry. No, for real. Like you gotta really like. I'm not dating like some guy said to me, "Oh, I live with her, but we're not together." I don't want to have. What year are we in?
Hold on, wait. Cat, may I? Cat, may I?
Go ahead.
I would definitely, because Pre said she's not gonna do it. I'll do it. We as men can't sit here and have certain expectations of women and not provide at least the bare minimum of provision, of protection, and of education. So for a lot of dudes out there feeling like, yo, I deserve a submissive woman, I deserve shorty cooking, I deserve shorty doing backflips, whatever the case may be, I truly need you to look at your table and see what you bring to your table before you start making demands on other people. Because a lot of dudes, I'm just saying in that small reference point of you living with shorty and y'all not together, that's not kicking it, little homie. That's not doing it, big dog. You gotta do something a little different, big dog. It's not happening.
So y'all don't believe in non-traditional dynamics?
No. Out of here. Did we talk about people?
Hey, homie, whatever floats your boat.
What?
Homie. You want to bring out the anger again.
What if she my roommate?
Wait, what?
What if she my roommate?
That's a possibility.
Get a guy roommate. Grow up.
I'm not saying I believe you.
Listen,
I'm not saying I believe you, but it sounds.
My roommate, I
We
can't
got to
date.
do a whole living roommate one because
If Nedra was my roommate, I couldn't date nobody.
I'm sorry. What? Say it again.
I said if Nedra was my roommate, I should just be not allowed to date people.
Oh no, you can date, but you ain't gonna date somebody like me. I grow the fuck up.
I wouldn't believe you.
Grow the fuck up.
Wait, hold on. Why won't you believe me?
Moving
Panda?
with your brother, moving with a male. I don't believe you. Still hoping to see booty cheeks at some point in the day.
She damn near is my brother. What's the problem?
I don't care.
Oh, see, homie, now, homie, I see you, homie. I see you, homie. Let's wrap this up, homie.
Y'all gotta expand. Not everybody out here just try to be nefarious.
And that's fine. That is great. That'll be another conversation for another day. And if people want to know how we discuss those things, come back when we put the flyer up, and you could jump in the comments on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, and we can have this conversation on another day when it's going to be nice and early, because we done kept the people for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours.
That's okay.
We're going to have to split this
like,
up
that's
when it
not
goes
okay.
live.
Grow up.
Once it gets edited and hits the platform,
Grow up.
It's going to be part one.
You grow up. Nedra's my roommate.
That's fine.
You know what? And get one of them girls who want the Chanel bag. She'll be okay with it. Yeah.
Nah. Listen, if you just come over and meet her, everything will be love.
Here we go. You know what?
Come through.
Is there anyone that you guys, you lovely guests, Primo, is anybody you want to send a shout out to while you are here? You have the floor.
Shout out to
my little conqueror. Yeah. My little conqueror.
What is that? What's happening?
Right.
My little conqueror.
Yeah, what's that? What's going on?
Baby.
My little conqueror is my son. That's my little conqueror.
My man. I'm so glad that that's where we went with that.
That's my little conqueror. That's my little Genghis Khan. That's my little Mansa Musa. That's my little King Solomon. I'm like, I'm making a monster, homie. But I'm gonna get emotional, so I'm gonna stop. But yeah.
That's his little Goku.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Cat. Yes, it is, Cat.
That's funny. No. Just shout out to my baby. That's it. I appreciate you guys.
Amen. Yes, thank you. Amazing, beautiful host. Thank you. Round of applause. Thank you.
To who? Us?
Yeah.
Yes, the amazing, beautiful host. Goodness gracious. Catch up, lady.
We do our best. We definitely.
But homie, wait, was you shouting out your boo thing, like your missus or your kid? Who were you shouting out?
Oh no, when I say my baby, I'm talking about my wife for sure.
Okay. Shout out to
That's love. That's love.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Well, wait, homie, does your wife come before your kid, or does your kid come before your wife?
I'm saying.
Yo, you can't ask these at the end of the show.
Right, homie? Yeah.
You get my answer?
No, we gonna save it.
Save it. Part two.
You guys do not be off the live. I'm gonna end the live for everyone that is watching.
And we're gonna set up a part.
Thank you everyone for tuning in. Peace, love, and light. Leave the comments in the comment section down below. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure they are subscribing. I hope you shared the live because what else is there for you to do?
Hello.
I mean, there's nothing else for you to do but share the live. Share the live. Tell them follow our Instagram, all the social media platforms. Panda Gasms, follow us. You can follow Nettie Boo. You can follow me. Follow me.
Because clearly
you can even follow Big Cat. We all have our own personal pages. Follow your faves. Follow us all. Tell a friend to tell a friend. So let's talk. So peace, love, and light. And deuces. See you in April.
Hold on.